Hey folks, and welcome to a very special breakout of our PAX episode of The Lobby, which we recorded up in Seattle at PAX Prime 2015. Great show, great audience. Thanks so much to everyone for coming along. Sadly though, the video, the file for that got totally broken, but we did manage to salvage the audio. So what you're about to watch is an audio recording with some crazy B-roll magic, courtesy of producer Mary Kish. This one is a discussion about what we think might be the best game of 2015. Could it be Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain? Colin, Moriarty, Ty Root, and Greg Miller chatted with me about just that.
Hello and welcome back to 2015. Never before has a year gotten so much applause.
I was going to say, welcome back to 2015.
2015.
Okay.
Greg Miller from kindafunny.com.
I'm old news now.
Yeah.
I got a huge pop on the first
Colin
segment.
Moriarty from kindafunny.com.
Beautiful man.
Tyson Root from GameSpot.com.
Yeah!
How you doing, guys? So we're here. I'm your therapist. This is the post-Imagine Games Network chat. What was it like working under Fran Mirabella?
Oh, God, I don't have enough time to even go into that right now.
7.9s, the hair.
Are you okay?
I'm great.
Okay.
We're at the therapy.
This year's been pretty good for video games. A bunch of great stuff came out in the
Next
past
gen is
6
finally
months.
here.
Next gen is here. It's current gen. We're current
But I'm
gen.
Next
saying now
gen
you're
is
playing games
finally
that feel
here?
Like next gen.
That's true.
Thank you.
All the good ones are out.
Right.
Your microphone's still not on
I
properly.
don't know why.
Don't worry about it.
I have
They're
this
awful,
I
aren't
have this problem a lot where it's just I can't stay hard, and this is one of them.
Oh.
Talking about my dick, everybody.
It's a soft lob.
Your little baby dick? My little baby dick.
And there's so much more great games coming out over the next couple of months as well. And
Mario
the first
Maker.
Wait, Mario Maker. Yeah. That's out pretty soon. When's it out? 2 weeks?
Yeah,
September 11th.
September.
The 11th of
September.
No one think about it. Don't worry about it. Mario's building.
Why do they pick? Because I don't know if you've noticed in all of their language, they never say September 11th.
Yeah, no, I've
They
noticed.
say they're like
11th.
all of these dates, then they're like, but the
11th of
11th is.
September.
I'm like, maybe you
Yeah.
could have just chosen
The 12th?
any other date.
This is trademark Nintendo. They picked something. We're sticking to it. Fuck off.
They're like, it's the 11th day of the 8th month of the year of our Lord XV. Yeah.
9th month.
9th month, but yeah. Close enough.
a different calendar over here.
Yeah. Is that getting to you yet?
That's racist.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Not only to me, but
Okay.
to the beautiful people of East London as well.
Yes, of course. Of course.
You never turn up there. Have you seen Oliver? Is that what you're basing this whole thing on?
I think it's more Dick Van Dyke.
Okay.
There's a lot of Dick Van Dyke.
You're a
and
Dick
then-
Van Dyke.
You got you there.
Nailed me. No, you got me.
I'm calling you Dick Van Dyke because I'm actually. I wish it was you. I wish I spent all of last week playing Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh, yeah.
The
I
Phantom
played Metal
Pain.
Gear all week long. It was amazing.
Konami rep has come out and said that it's going to be Game of the Year. They said, you know what, we think no other game's going to come out this year that's going to be better.
Yeah.
What do you say to that, Greg Miller?
Fallout 4 is the question. I keep saying, and I keep prefacing, like when I went and played at the preview event, I said, so far, this is my game of the year. Went and played it for an entire week, 62 hours in now. So far, it's my game of the year. And I'm not disqualifying every other game. Obviously, Mario Maker looks amazing. Fallout 4, though, is the one that you think has the gravitas, that has the thing behind it, that has everything we want out of a video game, right? And so, like, that's going to be the big thing. Because what is great about, Metal Gear is the gameplay, is the world building, is building Mother Base, is all these little things that keep you going and playing even after you beat the story. And Fallout is going to be the same way, theoretically. All the side quests you want to go to, building out, your little shelter, your little shack, and getting out this, and I have all this stuff, and making a cool thing. Like, Fallout looks awesome, and how does it compare to this is the question.
Let's have a look back as well. Let's sort of build our
No,
list
there's
of
nothing
what
behind it. I already said
Nothing?
I already said that Phantom Pain's my game of the year. So
For you.
yeah, so far.
So-
Colin and Ty agree.
No.
What about you? Okay, Colin, I know you're a big fan of Dying Light, but you don't really think that's going to be the best game that came out in 2015, do you?
I mean, it is so far. Whether or not something like I have an eye on Mad Max, although I'm starting to consider the fact that maybe the publisher doesn't believe that this game is going to do very well. Since
Hence why it's not being promoted.
Yeah,
You're
like,
not seeing any
because no one's
footage.
talking about it.
The only thing you saw was the Game Informer article that's like, this hasn't changed much in 3 months, and that's terrible.
Yeah,
What's going on with Mad Max?
I'm still. I'm.
They have
Avalanche-
Ubers outside. Did you see the Ubers?
No.
There's like Mad
So
Max.
so they are advertised. So someone's talking about the game.
Yeah, but that's
I'm
all
excited about it, and we're traveling because we have to go to Vegas next week for GameStop Expo 2, so I'm not going to really be able to have a chance to play it until the 5th or the 6th probably. But I'm excited about that game. I love Mad Max, and I think Avalanche is a great studio. I think people might be underestimating how good the game might be, but I don't know.
Has anybody here played Mad Max yet?
One person.
What did you think?
It was meh.
All right, there you go.
Meh.
I think you get
Put
3
it on the
hours
box.
tops in this game.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you're
it's
gonna
like
play
my next rage.
It's everything I've heard or seen or heard people talk about this game. Heard people talk about. I've been drinking. It just doesn't seem like it's coming together.
Yeah,
it seems like there's something wrong with it.
I'm trying to go in with an open mind, and then obviously Fallout. Is super excited about Fallout. But yeah, I think Dying Light's still my favorite game of the year, and I don't think I really don't care about Metal Gear.
What about Witcher 3, Wild Hunt? Come on.
Yes.
Witcher 3 was
The best game ever.
it was fun, but I felt like it was a game that gave me like it itched all the wrong OCD itch, scratched all the wrong OCD itches for me. I played it for like 60 to 70 hours.
Fantasy Poland or something?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Collecting flowers and...
His dad was a hag witch or whatever the hell.
It was just
yeah.
like I just felt like I was getting nowhere. I played the game for hours and hours and hours, and I'm like, eventually I'm like,
And then you were like, fuck, I better put down this Gwent pack and play the game for real.
Gwent was fun, but I just felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. Like after a while, I'm like, why am I even playing this anymore? It's side quest after side quest after side quest after side quest after. We could be over 10 minutes. I can still be saying that over and over again. I'm trying to complete a side quest. 3 more open up. I just run by a guy. There's a side quest, and then I fail it because I ran too far away from him. and I was talking to Christine actually, and she was like, "What act are you in?" I'm like, "There's acts." I played the game for 70 hours and I don't even know that there are acts.
Isn't it great? You play that game for 4 hours and then the prologue ends and you're actually, oh no, this is the world.
This is the game.
No, it's a fantastic game, but I don't think it's the game of the year.
There's a bet between Colin and I.
Okay.
And it was, I forget, on the Kinda Funny forums at kindafunny.com/forum. We put up, I put up.
Man, you are, seriously, no shame.
Hey, you know what? I'm an independent
Why do I
person here.
invite
I'm
you
a
on this
small
show?
business owner, all right?
What's on tyroot.com/4?
Yeah.
No, we don't want to go there.
Everybody
It's
go
safe.
to youtube.com/Danny O'Dwyer.
Yeah.
We put together 10 gaming website publication things. And my prediction is Witcher 3 will win Game of the Year from one of those.
Right.
Colin says no way. He thinks that game, by the time we get to Game of the Year, Witcher will not win a Game of the Year.
Really?
No, I don't think it's going to win Game of the Year anywhere, like
Wow.
of import.
What do you think of that, audience?
And that's exactly I feel the exact same way about Metal Gear, though.
No,
You think that about Metal Gear?
do.
Get the fuck
I do.
out.
Let's go.
It'll probably be Metal Gear. It'll probably be Fallout. I really feel like Rocket League might get a nod. From
Oh my God.
Yes, exactly. Okay, that's going to win. That's going to win one of them, I guarantee you.
Sure, gonna win a
So
Game
this
of the
is
Year.
kind of the crux of this whole segment, right? Is
Yeah,
that like
the Horcrux.
we all yes, exactly.
We are in I still think we are in a bubble. And
A
I
Rocket League
think
bubble?
No, I'm talking about Metal Gear right now.
Right.
I think that I talk to I have younger brothers that are like 19, 20. They don't fucking know what Metal Gear is. They never even played the damn game, you know? Like they play a ton of Rocket League. They love Fallout, and they ironically started playing The Witcher, never having played the first 2 games. Not one of them is excited for Metal Gear at all.
I think
they don't
Witcher
know what it
3
is. I mean, I think the fans love it and they know what it is.
I think
but
Wild
don't-
Hunt has way more mass appeal
I agree,
than
100%.
Metal Gear
are
Solid
you-
5 does.
Are you concerned about the MTV Video Game Awards?
No, I'm just-
the bubble chain. The bubble
I'm
we're
just
in
saying.
is going to be voting on Game of the Year.
I know that's true, but the people in the bubble are also changing. They're not the same old farts that we are.
Yeah, they are.
No, not all of them.
But
Yeah.
well, I guess the
Two
sort of
wins again.
isn't the larger question though. When we think about games that are going to be Game of the Year, we think about the sort of like the small amount of people that get to vote on these like for websites and for whatnot that are voting on like the games that like really meant a lot to them. And like a game like Metal Gear Solid 5 is really going to mean a lot to people because it's like, oh, we were playing this game for like 2 decades and it's wrapping up the story and it's mechanically amazing and all this. And like Fallout's gonna, like I bought the stupid Pip-Boy thing. Like I'm gonna play that game just for like years probably.
Come to
right?
my house
Ahead.
and stream from my house, and we'll both wear them, and we'll have 2 TVs. And we'll
Oh my God, that'd be amazing. Okay.
I got my hoodie. I'm gonna be wearing my hoodie and my deal.
I think you're forgetting the bandwidth in our house can
That'll be fine.
barely run
But
Colin
then there's
Greg
that,
live.
right? And then there's like The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, another great game that but not everyone played it. But then you think like a game like we are fucking unanimous on Rocket League, and like
Yes.
everyone here is like psyched about Rocket
we're in the
League.
office every single day. Like I have to yell at people.
Yeah.
Because they keep playing that game and not working. Okay, and you're all out there, all of you. I know you know who you are. Okay, so seriously, like they eat that shit up.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that. Like take over someone's attention like that and just like grab them.
It's
And
crazy.
no other game has done that.
We play and work on like the Thursday, like after work, I go home, I play with my girlfriend. It's like
Yeah.
it's just this game that is like it seems like everyone's playing it. Like obviously it was free, but it sold over 1 million on Steam.
Yeah, that was unbelievable.
like Jesus Christ. Like any worries people had about that game being free on the Psyonix having. Because that's a studio that's been around forever. I was talking to Jake Solomon. They helped them with the XCOM version, 360 version. Like I was talking to Cliff Blazinski, like the guy who made the vehicles in UT 2003 is Mike Hagwood, who's the guy who made Rocket League. Like they've been around for a long time. And it's the first time they've had a successful game. And it's fucking brilliant.
And that's the thing. I think that it's a good question to pose, right? What constitutes Game of the Year at this point? You know, we've obviously GameSpot's given to things like Journey before, you know, and that spoke to such a wide group of people, not just within our own office but the whole industry, you know. And the question is, will that happen with something like Rocket League? You know, where it speaks to more people. Like Metal Gear speaks to fans of the series, yes, and I mean I have every intention of playing that game, but like again, I think that a game like Rocket League is going to speak to a much broader audience.
It just doesn't like fit the mold that we have of what a Game of the Year is.
Maybe
right?
this is the one that deviates from it,
Yeah.
and is the fact of like, cool, stick with me, quote unquote, a shallow game, right? Like you have this map, and you go and you kick the ball and you do this, and it's not your traditional 60-hour.
It's the beautiful game. It's a beautiful game, Greg.
Oh, I got that beautiful game.
Football.
It's already spinning off all these pretenders to the throne too. Have you seen this new one where they replaced?
What is it? Fucking American football with bicycles?
They replaced the cars with people, and it's called like FIFA. It's like I've never seen this game in America before, and here it is.
Good one.
Nice.
I've been cooking that up since I saw Rocket League for the first time.
I remember the first year I was working at GameSpot, so back, was it 2011 or something, was Skyrim or Portal 2 was going to win. And Skyrim won by a vote of 3. It was me, Cameron, and Seb Ford in the UK said that Skyrim was better. But that was like so close. This year, between The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Metal Gear Solid, and Fallout 4 alone, forget about like what we think about Rocket League. It's going to be like impossible to pick.
Be bloodshed.
Should we be picking anymore?
Yeah. What fun is this hobby if it isn't turning friends against friends?
Yeah.
I guess you guys have made a living.
I mean,
at it.
it's not a really sexy headline, right? Like we decided not to pick Game of the Year this year. There's too many good games.
Well, out of respect for the game that would have been Game of the Year had it come out this year, Uncharted 4, maybe it should just win that this year and then also win that next year.
I really thought you were going to say Mighty Number 9.
That might be my personal one, but yeah, we'll see.
We'll see about that.
I want to see how good it is online first before I judge it.
You know what we can do, Danny? We can start. It's a trend now, right? We can just give everyone a participation trophy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That way, everyone's a winner.
Best post-apocalyptic game.
Yes.
Best soccer car.
Boom,
game.
done.
But I got to give a shout out. I've only played half of it, and I can't wait to get back to it. I was really immersed in it when I was playing it one night. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
Oh yeah.
I was really into it when I was playing. I'm like, this is really. There's something special about this game, and I just haven't had a chance to get back to it. But it's super intriguing. It's a walking simulator, but I don't think that's a bad thing because I loved Gone Home and all that kind of stuff. What do you want?
I thought you were wrapping up, but you kept going, so I was waiting.
You know me better
I have
than
a
that.
question. Where does Until Dawn fall?
Oh, that game.
Where does Until Dawn fall?
That game
does that have a shot for Game of the Year?
surprisingly good.
Yeah, Until Dawn, with the exception of we had talked about this yesterday on the YouTube stage, but with the exception, in my mind, the exception of Dying Light, Until Dawn is my favorite game of the year.
Nice.
And
Nice. Hayden Panettieri's in the audience.
Yeah.
Until Dawn is exceptional, and as I've said, they've out Quantic Dream, which I think is hilarious. And not in terms of subject matter, but in terms, Beyond Two Souls was not very good, and I needed a palate cleanser. Heavy Rain was great. They're doing two different things in terms of subject matter. David Cage likes to take himself very seriously. They're very serious people over there at Quantic Dream. Until Dawn is not serious at all.
One of them seems to know it's a video game. The other one is like trying not to be a video game.
And I feel like Until Dawn is going to be a sleeper hit and a cult hit. I don't think we've seen the last of that series. I think Supermassive will make another one, not with the same cast, but with a different cast.
Hope it sells.
There's the funny thing about it is, and I was telling Greg this, is that the game might be the prettiest game on PS4 as well, and I didn't really expect that. Especially and I don't want to ruin it for anyone, but the interstitial scenes in between each chapter are astonishingly pretty. And the game really does, the butterfly effect thing is so contrived when you really think about it, but it really happens. Like I told people, There's a trophy for saving everyone. There's a trophy for losing everyone. And there's 8 characters, and I only saved 2 of them.
Oh, really?
And I was like, I tried my hardest.
Except for that one girl who everyone wants to kill.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
She's like the hardest one to kill, apparently, as well, if you vote against her on those cards.
Oh, yeah. So Until Dawn, I'm surprised, and I was telling Greg this. I think this is kind of just going too far down the rabbit hole, but I traced this back to the Order 1886, which was bad, in that Sony really got behind that game in some respect, at least online, and we're pushing and doing a lot of previews and stuff, and it just didn't pan out. Told you. But I feel like some people felt burned by that game, and I feel like Sony had another weird game in Until Dawn, and they're like, we're not doing this again. Like, we'll see what happens. Because I'm surprised I'm not seeing commercials on TV. I'm surprised I'm not
completely. When you think about the amount of press that David Cage game gets as well, and this is way more sellable.
And it's way better. It's just a better game.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy thing. Like, I think we're going to see Quantic Dream's new game at Paris Games Week. I think that's a given.
You mean Sony didn't market something like properly?
Exactly. Like Starhawk and Twisted
happens.
Metal and like every other game that came out from the years 2008 to 2012. But I think that, I want Quantic Dream, who I think has storytelling chops, incredible storytelling chops. Heavy Rain is one of the great games on PS3, to really pay attention to this game and be like, this is how a game like this can be playable and not just obnoxious at times, which I found Beyond Two Souls to be. So I kind of smiled because to myself when I was playing the game, because I'm like, this is a Quantic Dream game that's done better than Quantic Dream makes them.
And hopefully people go and pick it up as well. 2015 then, I'm going to make you guys put pen to paper. What do you think is going to be the game of the year? Tyroot, what do you think?
Fallout 4.
Okay. Colin?
Fallout 4 probably. Yeah.
Greg?
Fallout 4.
You think?
I think it'll win, yeah.
Yep. You kind of hope it, don't you? Because we've already had great games. We've had great Witcher, great Rocket League, Until Dawn's wonderful. We've had...
I'd love Rocket League to win it. That'd be amazing.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Great Metal Gear Solid game as well. What was that? Tomb Raider.
Get
the fuck out.
Mega Man Legacy Collection.
Yeah.
Destiny?
Taken King.
Splatoon. What else we got? Bloodborne.
Mario Maker.
Totally forgot about
Mario
Bloodborne.
Maker.
Bloodborne's one that
a great shout
I think
as well.
people are sleeping on, especially with some of the core sites. I think I like Bloodborne a lot. I played it for a surprising amount of time, considering how much I hate Dark Souls and Demon Souls. I feel like people might be... It's hard because it's the same thing with Dying Light. I'm not comparing... I know a lot of people don't like Dying Light the way I like it, but I'm just saying the early games that come out are always at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
But it was that same reason that Dying Light resonated. Dying Light sold like 5 or 6 million copies because it came out alone.
Yeah.
But I think people are forgetting about
The
this.
same reason Rocket League probably did so well as well. It came in the middle of summertime when most stuff doesn't come out.
And that's why I think Fallout 4 has such an edge, right? It's like the Oscars, right? All those movies that come out at the very end of the year are the ones that usually get nominated and usually win Best Picture, And I feel like that's going to happen this year with Fallout.
And to the point of Tomb Raider, which someone had brought up in the audience, I'm sure Tomb Raider is going to be great on Xbox One, but it comes out the same day as Fallout 4, and anyone who thinks that Fallout 4 is not going to cannibalize the shit out of that game is deluded. Because Fallout 4 is going to sell millions and millions and millions and millions of copies. So I think that game is going to just take up all of the mind share, and anything else that comes out, unless it's Call of Duty and maybe Halo.
I'd probably pay Tomb Raider if they, there was like a $120 version that had like a tomb on your arm that you can look at and just fucking control Lara that way.
It came with a light blue sports bra.
Perfect. I could probably use it.
No, I definitely could. This back every night. Come on.
Tyroot, Colin Moriarty, Greg Miller, thank you so much for coming on the lobby today.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Thanks so much. And thanks to our wonderful audience here at PAX Prime. Much obliged. Thanks to Josh Shaw and Mary Kish in the back as well for producing the show. Our paneler. And we're out of here. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, whether it be here at PAX or via the wonder of the internet. We'll be back next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific. It won't be here. Everyone will be slightly sober, and we'll talk about all the great latest games news. So we'll see you guys then. Adios!
Yeah!